Thank you for being tuned in to Times Now. Let's get you another story coming in of the White House that has retracted key changes that it had quietly made to its own fact sheet on the US-India trade deal after the edits diverged from the officially released joint statement between the two countries. A version comparison shows the fact sheet was altered late on the 9th of February, introducing language that appeared to expand India's trade commitments. These changes were later removed without any public acknowledgement. So what were these changes? On the 9th of February, the White House fact sheet introduced notable edits. The phrase certain pulses was added to the list of agricultural tariff concessions, something that was not mentioned in the original agreement. The next day, there was a quiet rollback, the White House reversing the changes and the reference to certain pulses being removed. My colleague Rishabh is joining us on the broadcast with the details. So there has been some revision to the fact sheet. Rishabh, what are the details?
Well, Pratibha, what we're given to understand that on 9th of February, the fact sheet on India-US trade deal was released by the US government, and now there are certain changes. Specifically, there are three changes that now has caught our attention, and they are noticeable changes. First, in the first fact sheet, it was mentioned that India would be also purchasing certain pulses under the, given 0% tariff on US. The certain pulses created uproar here in local politics, opposition leaders going after the government for compromising the rights and interests of local farmers. That thing has been removed. Then there was a word committed to, used for India's investment or India's purchase, for that matter, from United States, about 500 billion USD. That committed to, quote unquote, has been changed to intends to, which means that India intends to purchase about 500 billion USD worth of energy, technology, and other items from US. In this very paragraph, there was mention of agriculture as well. So it was energy, agriculture, technology. Agriculture is also now missing. So three changes that have been made very quietly without public acknowledgement, but this showcases that without creating public hangama, Indian negotiators led by the Trade Secretary Rakesh Agrawal has ensured that the fact sheet and the joint statement mirror each other, and there are no insertions without mutual understanding and mutual agreement.
Okay, all right, and no acknowledge being put out as well, but these changes have been made to the fact sheet. Rishabh, thank you for joining us with those details. We have breaking updates now.